Most people think getting into vinyl means spending a small fortune on a complicated setup that requires an engineering degree just to balance the tone arm. But then you run into something like this. It is essentially the plug-and-play champion of the turntable world. Right out of the box, it feels surprisingly light, which might throw off those who equate heavy wood and metal with quality, but there is a method to the madness here. The plastic chassis keeps the cost down, yet it manages to look pretty sharp in that gunmetal finish. What really matters is that it takes the headache out of the process. You do not need to worry about tracking force or anti-skate settings, because the factory has already dialed that in for you. It is fully automatic, so you just press a button, the arm lifts, moves over, and drops the needle right where it needs to be. It is honestly a bit satisfying to watch. Now here is the thing about the sound. It uses a dual magnet cartridge that is built right into the head shell. It is not going to satisfy an audiophile looking to swap out needles for high-end upgrades, but for someone just wanting to hear their records without a fuss, it is clear, punchy, and surprisingly balanced. The move to put the power conversion outside the main body is a smart touch, too. By keeping that AC adapter separate, it keeps a bit of that annoying hum out of the signal chain, which is a common issue with cheaper players. You can hook this up to almost anything with a set of powered speakers or even a standard stereo system, thanks to the built-in preamp. Just flip a switch on the back and you are good to go. If there is a downside, it is definitely the lack of manual control. You cannot adjust the tracking force if you decide to upgrade your stylus later, and the lightweight build means you should probably keep it on a very sturdy surface to avoid any skipping if someone walks too heavily nearby. It is not a tank, but it is not trying to be. It is a gateway. It is for the person who wants to pull a record off the shelf, drop it on the platter, and just listen to music without spending an hour tinkering with cables and weights. For the price, it hits that sweet spot of convenience and decent fidelity that is actually pretty hard to beat. If you are looking to dip your toes into the hobby without diving into the deep end of expensive gear, this is probably the most sensible place to start. It does exactly what it promises, and it does it with a level of simplicity that makes the whole experience feel a lot more approachable.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.